Folks, hello and welcome. Welcome to Gamers Health. I am the tongue-tied jackass of the night, Rach Tenkar. Stage right, my actual left, but whatever, is none other than my lovely wife, Rach. And behind us and between us, the one, the only, Shannon, occasionally known online as Tenkara. We didn't even have to prep that line, but it's true. But she knows who she is online. Rach and I were discussing, Paul, what song she could do. We are thinking about another skit-like thing using the
Real Man of Genius.
if you've ever seen the Budweiser commercials, look it up. Look it up. Real Men of Genius. It's on YouTube. You'll crap your pants. Shannon's here, so I'm not going to say shit. Oh, I just did. All right. Well, in any case, pretend I didn't say it. But we're thinking about.
We're dating ourselves very much. These are commercials from back in the 90s, I think.
I guess what, late or early aughts.
Maybe late 90s or early aughts.
Yeah. So they are classic, and if I can do the proper voiceover, it'll be a lot of fun. So we're working on it. We'll see what faux commercials for the ass hats in the community we can dedicate something to them.
Or maybe we'll have to do some sort of song about the poo being gone.
There's no more jiggly poo. Bum, 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 bum. Just Shannon has
Our savior has disappeared.
Shannon's actually used to Uncle improvising songs on long trips.
Yeah. Well, we have the radio now, the
XM Sirius, so we don't need Uncle to be unserious.
Yeah, so we just sing along.
Yeah.
Or more Auntie sings along.
Right, and I just pray we find good music when sometimes I'm like, what kind of crap are we listening to? I thought this was rock. This doesn't sound like rock. All right, so we got a lot of ground to cover today. And part of it you're hearing right now, because I've been asked, I guess seriously, not seriously, about my sense of humor. I think it comes through a lot.
Oh, you've been asked about
I've been asked that. Is this really you?
Are you really like this?
Are you, Shannon? Am I really like this?
You're worse.
I'm worse. I'm wow. But from the voice of Babes. So when this is how I generally am. And I was like this as a cop. I was like this as a sergeant/supervisor. I'm like this in retirement, as a spouse, as an uncle, as a bar patron, wherever, as your host on these various live streams. Because I have fun in life. I have fun with life. Even when you're in the midst of the biggest pile of jiggly poo. Sorry, Shannon has no idea the internal joke.
Why are these people obsessed with jiggly poo?
I mean,
oh my God! Because he's our Lord and Savior, sweetheart. You'll learn the message when you come of age.
It's like jiggly poo lasted 2 days of jiggly poo. I mean, all right. I think we played.
But it was 2 wonderful days of non-despair.
Of narcissism.
Oh, there you go.
Which is another. Oh God. In any case,
you'll have to link that episode.
Hey,
we'll be up here in the car.
Who knew Tenkar's Tavern had their very own bard? I would not be the bard, however. That would be Rach. Now, Shannon is too young to remember this, although we did have our wedding dance when Rach and I got married.
Yeah.
Shannon was part of it. She wasn't walking at the time.
No.
I don't think she was vocalizing more than this music sucks or whatever. But Rach actually sang at our wedding, so I kind of knew what I was marrying into. She knew she was getting.
Yeah, I brought you to singer circles, so you knew.
Yeah, oh yeah. Do you want to sing in the singer circle? Fuck.
It's like a singer circle here in New York. It's like a Shannon, Irish traditional without accompaniment. You're just singing old songs together, and it's good fun.
So
and you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I learned that
because they're all
Rach.
like often historical or something related to the culture.
But Rach quickly learned that I tend to not keep things too serious.
Mm-hmm.
Serious. Also, another trait, which I am the practical romantic. It's like I will get gifts that, like, Rachel's first major present was a Kindle. Back in the days of Kindle too, because I'm like, we were dating. It's like, oh, she has a vision deficiency. Well, but she seems to like to read.
Mm-hmm.
So if she had a Kindle, she could make the print as big as necessary. She wouldn't need to use readers or a magnifier. Well, what the heck? So it's a romantic gift. It's a practical gift. And of course, it was electronic, so it was something that I had some knowledge about. So it made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But I mean, I always think that humor takes the edge off. If you don't have, if you're in pain and you don't have a painkiller, a good sense of humor can I would say the endorphins can actually. I'm not talking as a scientific individual, but I think it can lower how the pain or discomfort you're feeling.
Yeah.
When others can keep you in a good mood.
Yeah, I mean, there's something too called laughter yoga, and laughter yoga is something that how they teach it to you is through like there's a lot of buzzing going on. You're making a lot of noises in your head, and the laughter finally comes from that. And the laughter stimulates your pituitary gland.
Okay.
So, it helps in just various things related to healing and body functioning. So, they recommended, oh yeah, keep doing this every day.
Is it
and
real?
It was bad because like they'd have you do like really kooky stuff, like skip and dance through a room, to like some sort of like a silly song or and then like you'd lay on the floor and like start like giggling. This was just one person who gave a workshop like that. There's a lot of workshops like
I would think that like yoga laughter should actually tell you something that's funny and amusing.
Well, it was weird because like they told you they're like laugh, and you're like, and I'm sitting there thinking of that movie and I can't remember the name of the movie. It's like laugh. Like I was like, I can't remember the movie, but it just somehow that made an impression during my childhood. It was one of John's favorite. So it was a disturbing weirdo movie. But yeah, so like they have you like feign laughter, and then like finally like as you hear other people feigning laughter and how silly, how retarded it sounds, or like how silly it sounds, you're like, you just like start, it becomes organic, and then everybody's kind of laughing, and then you're like, oh my god, I can't believe that guy sounds so funny. Or then maybe that's the way I did it.
It's yoga with a laugh track.
Yeah,
that scares me. But now, I hear a phone.
Boy. That's your phone somewhere in the kitchen. Yeah.
I don't worry about it. Whoever's calling you, they can wait. They can wait for Shannon.
Yeah, no, that's your ringtone.
So in any case, Shannon has had a busy summer.
Yeah.
She this young lady behind us.
She's been traveling.
Yeah, that's right. She has been traveling. You traveled down to Florida for Disney, right? That was, and you. It's your first major travel
Without your mom and dad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She went with our son Chris and Chris's fiance. So you were with your cousin, and you kept him in line. I understand,
I did.
which is probably good. I mean,
And you gave Casey some tests to see how she'd do.
as a parent, I might just wander off on my own. Holy crap! Where's Shannon? But you have a bit of your uncle in you, in that you have a sense of humor. You do some practical jokes. I'm not going to blow your spot up, but you've done practical jokes, and now Uncle used to do practical jokes on your grandfather. I used to do ones that he did not appreciate very much because I guess like many of us, my father had a job that required him to get up early in the morning, but he was slow. Not slow at getting up, slow at waking up. He could get out of bed and sit in front of the TV set for half an hour before making breakfast, staring into his coffee as he slowly woke up. So it generally meant that if you were going to play a practical joke, a morning practical joke was going to work the best. So one of the ones I did, this is just for Shannon's benefit, not saying do this to your father, and if you do not
You
say
didn't hear it here.
you do not say
Don't blame Uncle this time.
yeah, do not blame Uncle. Is I mixed a lot of salt into the sugar bowl,
Ooh, nasty.
and he couldn't figure out why his coffee tasted like crap. And he didn't figure out the joke until he gets home from work and over dinner. He's like, "No, Loie, we got to check out that coffee maker because the coffee tasted like I don't know, it was like Windex." And, it's like, "Oh, I put salt in April 1st. You son of a! I'm your son, so yeah, okay." But then, and then the other one I did is this is before like smartphones or any size phones. He had a alarm clock. It plugged in to electricity, so I put it ahead 3 hours before I went to bed. He never looked at it when he went to bed. It went off 3 hours early. He gets up, makes his coffee, puts the TV on, and Shannon, I don't think you know that this actually was a thing, but back in the day, it wasn't 24-hour TV.
Wow.
Yeah, really. If you got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and you turned on channel.
Wait, what time was your dad waking up?
Normally he'd wake up at like 5:30. I got him up at like 3:30 in the morning, I think, maybe 3.
Mm.
So he got up, and all he sees on his channel 7 is, "Please stand by. We will resume operations at 5 a.m." And he's like, "What the?" And he looks at his watch, and he realizes what time it is. And he goes back and he looks at his clock, and he just figures somehow it got wacky. So I had to explain to him afterwards, like, "Pop, did you get up early this morning?" He goes, "Yes, I did, and I don't know. That was me. April Fools." So, not saying do this to your father, but I'm just saying I survived.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you'll survive.
So is Clinton Street there, Shannon?
I'm just saying you survived. Now, Paul Catrone has a question for you.
Yeah.
And actually, it's 2 questions. What was your favorite ride, and which ride made you smile the most?
Oh, that's nice.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain was your favorite ride.
Yes.
My sister liked that one too.
Space goes. Oh, it's Space Mountain. And what made you smile the most? Same one or a different one?
Probably Splash Mountain.
Oh, why? Because you didn't get splashed?
Yeah.
Casey
Everybody else got what?
You happened to escape. So Paul again says, "We're headed to Disneyland for a few days before Thanksgiving. My favorite ride
Oh, cool.
Rise of the Resistance.
What is that?
I have no
Did
blinking.
you see that, Shannon? No.
The
Okay.
one that makes him smile the most, Alice in Wonderland.
Aw,
I'm the Mad Hatter.
I think I remember that one.
I went to Disney once with Chris when he was your age, Shannon? Probably younger. And he wasn't, and he wanted to go on rides that were certainly like, yeah, no, go with your mother.
I'm like getting set foot on that.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah, I was really young when I went. I was like maybe 5 or 6. I was terrified of like a lot of them until my brother like told me that I could do something to maybe control it or whatever. So like with the teacups, like the more you turned the harder you pulled on the wheel in the center, the faster you went.
Oh, so you can make your ride more miserable for you.
Yeah, or slow it down when you want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just like then with Dumbo, like if you push the bar away from you, it would go low. And then if you would pull the bar towards you, it would go high.
Yeah.
And so I was afraid all the time. So I'm pulling the thing closer to me.
And made you more afraid.
And then it went up more high.
Nice. Paul said Star Wars Land is where Rise is located.
Huh.
Yeah, I forget, and I forget that Disney owns the Star Wars universe these days. So you went there. You went to. Well, besides going to Mom and Pop, his grandparents' place up in the Poconos, you also went. Where else in the Poconos?
I went camping.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. This kid does.
Checking out the caves over there, right? And Knobles. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. I don't know how you get to be so lucky.
Yeah. And Jersey.
But it's Jersey. Jersey. We do this when we go to Jersey. And Ivy, if you ever watch this,
No.
let me hold our nose when we go to Jersey. That's only the southern part. The northern part's usually pretty nice. That's where most of our travels are.
Yeah.
It's just the southern part. The southern part. Now, you are changing schools, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that because you graduated elementary school, top of the class, like top 1%.
With honors.
With honors.
We had a certificate to prove it.
Yes, I was happy I graduated. And they always told me, don't come back. This is
you're not welcome here no more.
Yeah, this is not your school anymore. Don't return. Keep on walking. But I remember the change from going. You'd go to your school up until early summer. In New York, it usually meant the last week of June, and then you went from school, and usually with us, everything but the last day was schoolwork. The last day was you're lucky you had kids show up.
Yeah.
And then you had your summer off. I was threatened with summer school one year.
Really?
Yeah. That scared me more.
No, I never got that.
I'd rather get left back than go to summer school. I mean, Shannon, let me ask you that question.
Dang.
Would you rather have to repeat a grade or go to summer school?
Summer school.
Rach?
I would take the hit and go to summer school if I could finish on time.
I would have been like,
no, I don't have that kind of time.
I'm taking my summer off.
No, I didn't have that kind of time.
I'll be a super senior.
I'm working this summer.
My gosh.
I like my coins too much to be in school summer long.
Well, in any case, you would go from that rhythm of in school generally 5 days a week, except for the multitude of holidays they give you. and then you're off for 9-10 weeks, and then you're back in school. Now, I always remember that I would kind of spend my, and I'm going to ask you this, but it's an important one. I would spend my last 2 weeks of summer vacation like this, and I do this. It means I had blinders on, like you see horses sometimes have blinders on.
Yeah.
So all I would see, and my blinders would get tighter and tighter the closer we got to going back to school, because all I wanted to see was my vacation, and I wouldn't even want to believe it until it was over and done. So I would put how that worked in the end for me, and this is a true story. Freshman, I graduated high school, I'm going to college. First day, I got to get ready for my first day of college, and I wake up one morning, and I'm like, last day of vacation. And then it dawned on me to look at my college schedule. And guess what, Shannon? It wasn't my last day of vacation. Guess what it was?
First day.
It was my first day. So I had a class that went from 8 o'clock to 9:15. I woke up at 8:05. I had to walk.
I don't think I ever had anything that early.
Oh, I did my first,
No,
only my
they
first
usually
semester.
start at 9 or something.
I woke up. I don't think I used the bathroom. Threw clothes on, ran to the bus stop by the mall, and then hopped on a bus. Got to class at 9 o'clock. 15 minutes before the class ended. And I was like, "You're late." And I was like, "You don't understand. I woke up less than an hour ago. I'm on time."
I still have nightmares to this day, like that. I missed some class or something, some assignments or something that, sorry, we have to take your master's back.
No advanced education for you.
We have to take your baggie.
Yeah,
We made a mistake.
Tammy said that she would have gone to summer school.
Yeah.
Easy. Oh, and she says, "Hi, Shannon.
Hi.
Welcome to our Saturday with your uncle and aunt." See, Shannon, we actually have a sizable audience now
Nice.
on Saturdays. People actually like to hear us.
Yeah. They like
What-
to listen to what we say.
Words of wisdom.
And we like to listen to what they say.
Climbing that mountain is in the room. Hi, Rach. Hi, Art.
Yay.
I did summer school a few times, and I repeated a grade, first or second.
Aw.
I wouldn't have. I would not have done both. All right, unless it meant I would have repeated a grade
Yeah.
once, and after that, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I guess summer school.
Yeah, I mean, I had kids that were in therapy, they had to repeat grades, and then it was like a pain in the ass because, like, when they'd go around new kids or be in a new school or a new situation, their age wouldn't match, and there's questions asked, or all this stuff, and then it's like, then all the lying starts. Like, it's not okay to be, the person that got left back early on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get left back later.
I mean, I don't know about that, but
I'm picking on Rach. All right. Tammy, Shannon, your uncle is actually kind of a big deal in our gaming community, and your aunt Rach is adored and respected too.
Aww. Thank you,
Do you-
Tammy.
Do you believe that part about me, Shannon?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, do you remember when I wrote Stores in Which We Light, right?
Yeah.
You remember what you said when you saw that? Uncle, it's D&D in 4 pages. You can teach me to read 4 pages. You were in kindergarten. She was somebody that planned on moving far and fast. Tom, I was forced to take summer school once because I had built a cannon on an Air Force base. Luckily, the sergeant on duty at the security police station was a fishing buddy of my dad, so not in permanent trouble.
Nice.
I Building a cannon. I'm not going to give Shannon those tools.
I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty badass. Like,
yeah.
and that's a good way to get into trouble.
Oh.
Not based off of like, oh, I tried to box the principal, like my brother did.
Your brother tried to box the principal?
I don't know if he tried to box the principal, but you know, he made threats. He wanted a physical
step out. I'll take care of you.
Yeah, I don't think he ever laid hands, but he you know, he couldn't stay in school because of all that stuff. You know?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, that shan't be our Shannon. But transitioning from school to summer vacation is the easiest thing you're ever going to do. And transitioning from school, from a vacation to school is what? How would you call it, Shannon?
It's a change.
It's not an easy change, right? Because when you're in school, you've got a rhythm to what you do. And same thing with when I was
with your daily activities, whether it be exercise, whether it be creating content.
Mm-hmm. You have to have a rhythm. Now, I've had people ask me for years, how do I get a successful blog? How do I get a successful YouTube channel? And you first have to decide what success is, but you got to do it. And I find that I need to have a rhythm. I need to have a pattern to what I do. And I find that no matter what you're doing, if something that you're doing for other people, that other people are supposed to enjoy it or partake in it, there needs to be a schedule to it. So I always tell people, hey,
people need like a predictability thing, you know.
If you can only do a blog post or a video once a week,
and there are a lot of people that are vloggers once a week.
Yeah, pick a day of the week. Maybe it's Wednesday, or maybe it's Saturday. You pick a day where your content gets released because people learn to expect it. With me, it was something that I needed to do daily because I learned early on that if I do something on a daily basis, I get this OCD in my head that I need to repeat it. Like, I haven't missed a blog post in 471 days. And you're like, holy shit, I'm hospitalized. What am I going to do? You know, because it's a bit of an OCD.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the reason why
it's like the Dunkin' Donuts guy back in the day. Gotta make the donuts.
Gotta make the donuts. Gotta make the donuts. Gotta make the donuts.
Because he's waking up at the crack of dawn.
But I have always found that I need that rhythm. So I do a blog post every day. I'm no longer as upset as I am if I miss an occasional day once a season. It's like, all right, it happened. I'm a bit more, don't miss doing a video. I think I missed 2 days of videos all year, but I've done extra content anyway. But I have to do it that way. And this is something else which I think maybe it's because I'm a procrastinator. Okay, and I
can relate to
that. I'm gonna fall on the sword here. How many times did I do my science projects in elementary school the weekend before they were due? Every time. How many times did I stay up late? It got worse.
Oh yeah, the super productivity, like the night before it's due. Like you did certain stuff and you had like your whole ideas ready to go, but actually putting everything into the paper and forming it, and really writing it was like an all-nighter.
So I have found, and I'll be honest with you, I always feel, if I get a project done early, and it's few and far between that I do that on, I feel so good. It's such a weight lifted off me. It's like, oh my God, I can stop stressing. And because when I put things off, they're still in the back of your head. So you have to take the effort to move it out of your back of your head and throw it to the side, pretend it's never, I don't have to worry about that book report. I don't have to worry about. You don't have
to be like, oh God, what if, how sometimes that anxiety heightens and it goes into your head. Well, oh Jesus, what if I don't finish this?
Right. So I mean,
What happens then? It's like I can't even
at least now you have
do that.
you have the internet available at your own house.
Yeah.
So you
You didn't have to go. You don't have to go to the library anymore to get
No.
everything.
we had to go to the library to get
Yeah.
everything, so you had to do some of your work ahead of time. You weren't going to the library the weekend your project was due.
Mm-mm.
All right, trust me, I tried.
No,
I tried.
you weren't doing that.
But
You started that early and you gathered all your crap for it and
yeah,
every citation and all that.
but oh, okay. So the canon was Tom ran out of tennis balls and switched to rocks and gasoline accelerant. That's a pretty dangerous cannon, Shannon. I'm telling you right now.
Badass.
If you ever do anything of the sort, you never heard about it from us. Okay.
Just don't get put out there with canyons.
I will deny it
Cannons, not
as
canyon.
much as a certain individual has denied being Jigglypuff.
What the hell is Jigglypuff?
Jigglypuff is all right.
Only the Lord and Savior.
No. Here, there is an individual who shall remain nameless because we can't prove it's them, so we're not going to name them. But they keep on creating. Do you know what a troll account is?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So you know what a troll account is. So they keep on creating these troll accounts on Twitter to harass people. And
say mean things and
Right.
come after them.
And
yeah. Okay.
when somebody says, "Hey, we know you're John Smith," I'm not John Smith. I said I wasn't John Smith, so I'm not John Smith. If you knew,
I only speak from his perspective.
and threaten with the same lawyers that he. But it's like Shannon, if you had a classmate, right, that had a certain way of always typing text, right? They had. You can recognize certain of your classmates, right? When they send a text, you don't even have to look at who sent it on Discord, right? Like you know, oh my God, that's Deborah or whoever, because only Deborah says that asinine thing. That's like their signature, right?
Yeah.
Or put it another way, if my son Chris messages you, you can read his message and know it's not Casey, right?
Yeah.
Because you know how Chris talks.
Yeah.
All right.
And types.
And you might not even realize that you understand this, but you understand it because everybody has their own patterns. Everybody has their own way of communicating. It's in law enforcement, these are tells that you look for. In any case, this individual got Twitter banned an account last week, and then banned an account today. Actually, two accounts in the same actual calendar week.
Yes, it actually is.
Got banned for breaking Twitter rules.
About like hate speech and things like that.
And now she just went, wow. And you know what? That's the wow of somebody who understands it.
Mm-hmm.
To get banned from Twitter takes work. It isn't just like, wow, you said a bad word. You gotta go. It's like, wow, you're really putting effort into getting banned. It's like, oh, Mr. Carter, suspend me, Mr. Carter. It's again a joke that you're not going to get, Shannon. I'm sorry. It's
a very old TV show,
but it is funny.
It is adorable.
Oh my God! It's a bunch of high school students in a New York City high school that are stuck in after school every day, basically, because they're, troublemakers.
Well, it's the remedial class.
Yes. So, how John Travolta got his start. But so that when we talk about Jigglypuff,
we're talking about that individual,
right? Who before that was Mario 77, Mario Real,
well, whoever he.
They've got numerous accounts banned on Twitter, and again, Twitter has a lot of tolerance for stupidity. Yeah. I can't believe how much tolerance they have for asinineness. Asinineness? Is that a word?
I don't think so.
All right, 2-0. It's not a word, but It could be.
Asinity?
Ass-
Would that be it?
I'd like to be anonymous in an asinity way. Yes, the Dunkin'
I'd
Donuts
like to
guy.
keep my asinity anonymous.
All right, going back. Since the soda can cannon caught on fire and we stomped it out, the police found the crushed cans and rocks still inside.
Oh.
They initially thought it was a bomb.
Oh my God.
Bombs on U.S. military installations don't play very well.
No, that doesn't sound like it's a it's a win situation.
Yes, Tom says, I love the name Jigglypoo. It cracks me up.
Me too.
See, Rob, Zainu and Princess Cena are not the only true OSC saviors. You missed the Jigglypoo, but Jigglypoo is come and gone, as most Jigglypoo does at some point. All right. Again, Shannon knows what her auntie married. Tom, writing signatures are fairly obvious once you know them. Yeah, they really are. And the funny thing is, they are harder to replicate than one would believe.
My God, yeah.
You know, because to fake somebody's, and I'm not just talking about an actual physical signature, which, by the way, are you allowed to hear this, Shannon?
I know you've done it.
Oh. All right, so Shannon knows that I forged my mother's signature back in my junior high school days on the bottom of certain tests. And do you remember how I got caught?
Oh, you got caught.
Okay. I had it down to a science. I was good. Rachel was good at pretending to be her mother on the phone.
Yes.
To get her sister out of trouble.
Yeah.
All right.
And then my sister would write the notes because she had
The better handwriting?
The better handwriting. And she could forge my mom's signature better than I could. Because mine, I don't know, my writing was just mine went back this way. Hers went the perfect way. So, she would write the note, but she had a reputation. So she wouldn't hand it in for early dismissal or whatever. So I would hand it in for both of us. Because the principal used to sit and take those notes. And he had 3 piles. He would be the good, the bad, the indifferent. And he'd go through the bad pile first, and then he'd hit the indifferent pile. So when I would bring it in, he'd put it on a good pile. I don't know what happened when my sister would bring it, but usually trouble. Because she really liked skipping school.
Yeah. So in any case, what happened with me is...
And being mad,
My friend Kenny's mother was a school teacher. She taught English. And I was having a problem in English. Not because I was stupid, because I didn't do the damn work.
Oh.
And I wasn't doing the homework. All right. So what happened was I did poorly on her test, and my mother had to sign it. So I signed it. And I signed it well, and I got past the teacher. But I knew Vivian would not believe my mother's signature.
Your 5th grade... Wait, your English teacher was Vivian?
No, but Vivian was Mother asked Vivian to tutor me. And she wanted me to bring my last test.
Oh, snap.
So what I had to do, and Shannon's already shaking her head because she's like, it's going to be stupid. I should have taken scissors and cut each page, the bottom of each page, and just shortened each page. That would have been a lot smarter. Instead, I did that fold twice and tear. And then she knew right away. Oh my God, the trouble I got for that crap. Sooner or later, you're gonna get caught. But in any case, Paul wants to know. I bet Shannon knows the acronym FAFO.
I don't.
Oh, what's a FAFO?
What's a FAFO? F-O-F-N.
Just say it.
No, do you know it, Eric?
No, I don't
know. FAFO.
FAFO Schwartz. No.
No, I don't know.
Robert, I'm known by my spelling mistakes, much like TSR. Alice is in the room. Hi guys, just
Alice!
stopping in briefly.
Nice to see you.
Rob said it's like first out. Alice Pang said she knows what faff. Oh, thank you, Shadow. You ready, Shannon? Now you can.
Oh, okay.
You see it. All right. You don't need. If you can read that, you don't.
Says
You
take
don't
your
need.
chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Alice knew it too. I did not.
Yeah, I should have gone for this context because it's so spot on.
That makes a lot of sense, though. You know. Shannon, this is from Tom. Now remember, Tom got summer school, but by building a cannon. So this guy,
You have to work pretty hard to get summer school then. That's quite a job to build a cannon.
all right. So Shannon goes, my top advice for high school is schedule study hall for the last class period of the day.
Oh yeah.
The teacher doesn't show, and you can leave school early. I used to hit bookstores, game stores, for blocks away. Now, I got in trouble for cutting class. Only got in trouble once for cutting class in high school because we had once a week we had lab class, and it was scheduled. Lab was scheduled right after your science class. You had lab, and lab period was usually your lunch period, so you weren't getting lunch that day. So our first day, we tell the instructor, "Hey, we did our lab in the first part of the period. Can we go?" Yeah, he didn't care. Little did we know, he wasn't the regular instructor. The regular instructor started marking us absent for lab. We just stopped showing up to lab. We would do our lab in the first part, not show up. So I get called down to the assistant principal's office, and I walk in, and his actual words were, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "I'm Eric Stina." He goes, "Exactly. Who the fuck are you?" I go, I said my name. I goes, "No, you've never been here before, right?" I'm like, "No." "So why are you here now? You're a senior. How are you getting in trouble now?" I go, "Well, I mean, we have lab, and it's during our lunch period, and since we finished lab in the first part, we take the second part as our lunchtime." Yes. "But you've been doing this now for the last month. You got 4 cuts. It's the 5th week." I go, "Yeah, well, the first week we had permission." He goes, "Oh, that was a substitute." I go, "What?" So we were cutting on an actual teacher.
Oh, so that wasn't the real guy?
Yeah. So then we started playing Top Secret for
Oh, that's so cute.
from TSR. That's when I cracked my dice because I was rolling them on granite tables.
Oh.
They were crappy dice. Wait, is Shannon starting junior high, middle school, or high school? She is technically starting middle school, right?
Yeah.
You're going into 19th grade?
37.
All right. Now, this kid has a sense of humor that is on par with mine, so thank you for that. So now, listen, Miss. I'm going to be driving in a few years. Give me the straight answer, yo.
6th grade.
She's going into 6th grade, so she's going to be a handful of trouble for somebody. Small hands, not my hands. Small handful of trouble. Because, and I say that because your troublesome students, in my experience from going to public schools, were either those that were not intelligent enough to follow along or too intelligent to be challenged. And they both fell into similar categories of I'm bored. I can't follow the material because there's no way I can follow the material, or I'm already beyond the material, so I'm bored out of my skull. And those are 2 types of people. So if your school doesn't properly challenge you, Shannon, Uncle's willing to go into talk to your teachers. She's like, yeah, okay. She's like, if I had to have my parents come in for parent teacher conference or uncle come in for parent teacher, what would you prefer?
You.
You know what? I know that sounds really good, but it also means like, if I get in trouble, uncle will be part of the cover up.
Uh-oh. Are you volunteering?
No, she's already planning this out ahead of time.
Mhm.
She's not. I told my mother that she's not feeling well. I told her you've got experience. You've been doing parent teacher conferences for years, Chris. Years, I tell you. Alice says that you are a smart girl. Now,
Yeah.
Alice is Rachel's workout partner.
You heard us training earlier.
Probably.
She, Uncle and Auntie are softies.
Yes.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I might be a softie, but I'm a softie with a firm backbone, right? Don't I get like voluntary compliance is what I'm trying to say. It's like I don't have to go head to head with Shannon and go, Shannon, you need to wipe behind your
If you
ears.
don't get in that school, you're going to be resisting arrest.
Yeah, don't make me break out the handcuffs on you, young lady, because I could go to jail if I do. You don't do that stuff. Don't make me break out my expandable baton and threaten to hit your aunt. Because if I hit Auntie, I'm going to jail.
Over.
It's over. It's over. There ain't no way to hide that.
No, you can't. Even if I wanted to.
We're getting a bit crazy here.
Yeah, it is a little crazy.
Tom, yeah, I was sent to Catholic school, and my parents were actually friends with the nuns. Dad taught a painting class that my 5th grade teacher took.
Huh.
Dude, he had it in easy.
He was on the ends with the nuns.
There are no nuns in this school.
Oh, there's no nuns in your Catholic school?
Yeah, it's just like a public school, but it's Catholic. Well, it teaches Catholic. Like,
They
religion
do, and
too.
there's like certain responsibilities that you're gonna have with services
Yes.
as you go through the school. But it's not like priests and nuns teaching the
it's just
curriculum,
like,
or
it's normal
maybe for the
curriculum.
CCD
No,
part.
just normal curriculum, normal teachers,
Okay.
religious.
Because you have to go to mass and stuff, right?
Once a month.
Oh,
I could do that.
yeah.
I could do that.
That's absolutely doable.
I could do mass once a month with my hand tied behind my back and my other hand not near my wallet. Bump. That's a Catholic joke, folks.
Oh my God.
What? I like to say I'm a practicing Catholic. I can never get it right. Shannon caught that one. She likes that. Paul, no nuns teaching at his kid's school either.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Actually, I think the reason is there aren't very many nuns left.
Yeah, a lot of them have like aged.
And very few are going.
We have a convent out past Forest Hills that most of them are aging and like
to the senior home.
yeah, you can donate to them, and because even like food is precarious. I heard from one of my yoga people from Zen and Yoga out there.
You know, we're talking about all stuff. We're making light of a lot of stuff, but there's a transition. Like every part of life has these transitional periods. In school, it's like going to school is part of that. You go to school, you get your first break around Christmas. You go back to school, you get next break around midwinter. You get another break around Easter. Then you get your long break in the summer. And it would be very monotonous.
Easter,
Easter,
yeah,
when-
winter recess too.
Yeah, when we were going to school, we got the initial oil embargo, time off in the middle of winter, even though my school was on coal, because
Huh?
to save energy. So they gave.
I don't think we ever had that.
Yeah, we have that here in Nuevo City. Yeah, there was still plenty of nuns in the 70s and 80s. I went to public school. I went to religious instruction on Wednesday afternoons. Got out of school at 1:30, I think, and then I spent like 3 hours in religious instruction every week, which is probably about how much the kids were getting in Catholic school.
Yeah, probably.
You know, you probably just crammed it
Yeah,
all.
and just that one part is often with lay people too. Like yeah, like when I became Catholic up at St. A's, like I was an adult already, and that was not with a priest. That was
And by the way, us being adults is kind of we use that term-
adultish.
adultish. We're adulting. You know, we role play it on TV or on YouTube. But you know, it's again, if you take life too seriously, we're laughing, and it's honest to God laughter, right? Shannon's smiling and thinking, "Oh my God, if this wasn't my uncle, I'd be embarrassed to be here." But it's my uncle. I know what he's like, and I'm happy to be around it. If this was a complete stranger, I'd say, step away. Slowly, you don't want to anger them, but step away and then keep moving.
Is there anything you're looking forward to at the new place?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's a camping trip in May. It's fun.
Oh, that's
Oh, damn.
cool.
We still got some time. All right.
Well, March.
March.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's very cool. That's a good way to get the any after school activities that they talk about, or do you just go to school and say, "Get the heck out of here, send me home"?
Yeah. I think they have band, but that's it.
Oh, okay.
Or orchestra?
No, just band.
Just band.
They need one more band student to be the biggest band, Catholic school band in the state.
What do you think of that? Do you like those instruments?
Yeah, maybe I'll find
Which instrument might you like to do? The
I
flute
did
or the...
flute, so
Oh. My sister did the clarinet for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
didn't do that. I did the violin. I stayed with the orchestra.
big enough lungs for a saxophone?
Oh, and the singing thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did chorus.
Yeah.
I did chorus. That's where I learned to sing Negro spirituals in the New York City school system and junior high school. And then when I graduated junior high school, I never went close to a music.
Yeah, I think they
course
came
again.
in high school out in Connecticut.
Oh, hey, is this a good bet to take? Tom says, "Oh, she says yes." Eric is the fun uncle. All right, I didn't even have to read it out loud. She was already reading it over my
Yeah.
shoulder.
Eagle eyes.
The other one is boring.
Which one?
The other uncle, Eric.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
sorry.
right. She has two Uncle Erics,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting way to get it. So basically, and I got to say, this was when she was from little. I was uncle.
Yes.
If I hear Uncle Eric, I know it's not me. And it's like, my name's Eric. I know it's not me. So I'll take that. I'll take that for a win. Robert, the Christian Brotherhood got me tooed in the 90s for running half the schools in Newfoundland, and they got in trouble. They got me tooed. Now I got it.
Oh no. Okay.
I was like, I didn't read that right.
Oh wow.
Well, in Newfoundland, I went to Newfoundland once in my life at the beginning of somewhere before beginning high school, and they proudly called themselves Newfies. My uncle was living up there, and the world ends at 12 o'clock. 12:30 in Newfoundland. At the time, they were a half.
Well,
an
what
hour.
is it? 12.
They were
closed. Or?
no, the 12:30. If it's 12 o'clock in New York City, it's 12:30 in Newfoundland at the time.
Oh, I see.
Says-
Just that time.
Yeah, and they had a half
the
hour
meridian there,
difference.
whatever.
Yeah, they had a half hour time difference. So
Mm.
go figures. So now, Shannon, I got a good. This is an interesting question. I ask you this all the time, but I think it's important now because we are at basically the 2.5 year mark. 2.5 years ago, COVID struck in the middle of third grade. So for third grade, did you go back to school in third grade, or it shut down? It was all homeschool.
It was all homeschool for the rest of the third grade, and then in the fourth grade they brought you back.
And fourth grade, they had the desks with the
Partition.
partitions, and you could only socialize in your small pod of, hey, I don't like you, you're an ass, but I still have to socialize with you because I don't have any choice. Now, your last year, no masks.
For half of it.
The first half was masks.
Yeah.
Second half, no masks. Are those partitions still up with the desks?
No.
They took that off before you even went back, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any restrictions on where you eat? Before, for a while, you had to eat at your desk, right?
Yeah.
Are you still eating at your desk, or you have cafeteria
We
now?
finally got the cafeteria like the last 2 months.
Only in the last 2 months.
My school's a bit dramatic. We had 2 cases and they shut everything down.
Wow.
Well, now do you know that now they're like, oh yeah, don't shut anything down for positive COVID cases.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the new regulations from the CDC or guidance, new guidance.
So Tammy's like, so tonight's episode is called "Become a Minion." Have you told Shannon about this? It's super cool. So Shannon, not that I'm going to shake you down for any of your allowance.
Yeah.
I could. I'm not going to. But if you become a minion of this channel, and that is another inside joke that is parallel to the Jiggy Poo, the Jiggly Poo.
Getting jiggy with it.
Getting jiggy with that poo. You get to support this show, the other live streams, because way too many live streams, but we love them anyway, and everything else we do for $1.99, for less than price of a cup of coffee. Now you don't drink coffee.
I don't know where you're getting your coffee from.
For less than a cup of coffee. If you go to Starbucks, how much are you paying for coffee?
$5, $8.
So
depending
right,
on the size.
So $1.99 is less than the cost of a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
What?
I thought you were trying to say. Never mind.
People are going to watch this episode and they're going to go, why was the screen jiggling all the time? And whenever Rach gets upset, she takes a knee and she shakes the table.
Mm-hmm.
You're auntie. You're taking the blame for it. You're responsible. Are you okay with that?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. Newfoundland still has a similar time zone all the time. See, that's one of those bizarre things. But in any case, the menu is just a way to support the channel. You get like little emojis. Like you can do like a beer cup, beer glass emoji, and a wine glass emoji.
Yeah.
And Shannon, you can't drink for at least another 3 or 4 years. So I mean, why?
Let's try 10.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were in Ireland. Yeah.
I'll go to Ireland.
Hey, go to Ireland. I'll just step up to the bar. And your best fake Irish brogue, give me a pint, please. And they probably will. They'll probably just go, aren't you a little short for the bar? And she'll be like, no, I'm not. Are you trying to say that I'm short? Isn't that discriminatory? And then,
But she's already tall.
oh my God, this kid looks like she should be driving. Probably glad that we're not at that point just yet. Because if she were driving, she'd be out there, probably going, I need Chick-fil-A. Time for me to drive to Chick-fil-A. Because that is probably your favorite fast food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And when I say probably, we just know it. Yes, just time. Get jiggy with it. It is now the time for services. No. So, folks, don't put this in pen yet. All right. Just like we had a special announcement last night on the random generator party, that 2 weeks from yesterday, we're going to have a special guest. That one you can probably take. You can use erasable ink. It's pretty solid. We're going to have James Raggy the Fourth of Lamentations of Flame Princess. James Raggy is going to be a special guest.
No way, really?
Really. It'll be 3:00 in the morning for him over in Finland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he lives in Finland. He's an American, but he lives in Finland. And we did ask him, or at least
With you and Mike, or with
No.
you and Joe?
Me, Joe, and the rest. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we did ask that, since a lot of his recent YouTube videos have been a little bit light on the clothing, on the manner of dress, we did ask that he have a minimum amount of clothes. Just
Maybe they had a heat wave too.
Oh, he was out in the wintertime like that. So I'm just saying, we have a strategically placed book is not considered to be adequate clothing for this channel. But he'll be in 2 weeks. I expect a lot of questions. So I've already told Joe. I go, Joe, you're the host. I'm just another one of your co-hosts, and I'm going to take care of the social media, the questions, the comments. That's where my focus is going to be. So that's in just less than 2 weeks. Now, we have somebody else who has been standing in the wings for this channel. And I'm going to try to confirm them, but I know they are very interested. Pencil in Michael K. Hovermail.
Oh, yeah.
For next Saturday. Pencil it in.
Oh, good stuff.
All right. He's offered to be on the show. We had been loosely talking about this week, but we had the Shannon. Who could pass on the Shannon? Look at that face. You want to take it, you want to mush it, and you want to go.
Now he's gonna show some desk exercises.
Some desk exercises and discuss other things you can do for your health.
Okay.
I mean, we work on multiple levels, but this live stream, which Shannon occasionally watches from home, I've been told. She used to watch more religiously before she got distracted by Discord. Discord is the number of the beast. And this number is 657-4321. I have no idea what random numbers they put at the end.
Or is it 999?
999, never mind. No, it was 99999. Yeah, Jiggy at 9. Shannon, what is your favorite subject, and do you do any after-school activities? I think her after-school activity is called Discord, but I could be. Oh, she's rolling her eyes at me.
Tell them.
Give it up, young lady. What's your favorite subject?
I like English and geography.
English
Cool.
and geography. Now,
Those are good subjects.
Now that being said, English and geography. But I'm going to ask Shannon a question, because it's going to be an interesting one. You know what the question is, Shannon?
No.
Do you like to read books?
No.
But she likes English. I want to take this kid and shake it. She's too old for to be shaken. But I want to. When she was younger, I used to take her, flip her upside down, and shake
When
her.
you say you like English, you like the spelling and
Yeah, everything about it except reading.
how a sentence is put together and makes sense.
Yes, the grammar police.
Yeah.
She's the grammar police. By the way, we might have a job for you. but it's going to
In
require
editing.
yeah, but it's going to require reading.
Okay.
Okay,
As long as the screen is dark.
We
and
got
that
you, girl.
oh,
That's what I do.
and folks, that actually is an important thing that I'm going to bring up after Shannon answers the second part of the question.
Oh.
After school activities.
I'm very in and out of after school activities. It's like, you know, I take art, baking, guitar, band, karate, and I go back and forth with those.
You're just trying things on right now, seeing what works and what feels fun and good to you.
I mean, I've tried basically everything.
Okay.
That works. So, we're talking. She mentioned as long as the screen is dark, and why is that? Because and Shannon, this is my Discord screen on the start here. You see how I have set that up to be default a dark screen.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Did you do it with your cell phone too?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
These are little tricks that you can do to make things easier on the eyes. And I know my Apple devices all have a setting of nighttime and dark time.
Yeah.
Daytime and nighttime. I prefer the night settings universally. If there's an option, sadly, StreamYard does not have an option that I've found to default the background behind the video.
Yeah, there's
It's
also
a light gray,
a
but
place in the accessibility that you can turn on dark background all the time.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but it changes certain things on your home screen and how they appear. But
Right.
yeah,
It's important because, especially if you have sensitive eyes, as my eyes have gotten older, I have found a need to have, like, if I'm reading books on my Kindle app, I have to switch it. I cannot have it with a light background.
yeah,
Light background
with dark print.
dark print. It has to be dark background with light print. Just a small thing.
Yeah. I was taught that in the low vision doctor. Because I would get headaches from so much light on the screen. And I didn't know any better when I was working. And so it was a lot of light screens with the dark, small words and, struggling to see them. And, but once I started to use the dark background, it got a lot easier and the headaches lessened.
Alice, get Gunners or other blue light filter glasses. They help a lot.
Oh, we hear a lot about those.
You have blue light glasses?
Never tried it.
I do have a pair I was supposed to test, and they were sent to me for free. This is years ago.
Oh.
And then I got sick, and I never tested them.
Okay.
So maybe it could be a late test. I don't know. Also, here's something that
I wonder if they incorporate that blue light into like reading glasses.
I don't know. We have to check. But here's something I just want to throw out there. Alice says you guys always see me with glasses on, but I actually have 2012 to 2010 vision. I just suffer really bad eye strain issues.
Yeah.
You don't normally see me with glasses on. I can read the screen from my distance that I'm at. But these are my glasses, and they are for both close and distance. But for me, I'd have to have my head slightly above because I got the invisible bifocals. So for me
never.
For this screen, I'd have to be like this. I would get neck strain. How does that look to you, Shannon? Does that look comfortable?
Yeah.
If I go like this, it gets. Oh, I actually see a little bit clearer than without the glasses on for that. But in any case, like all glasses, they take 1 to 2 days to adjust to. Makes sense.
Okay.
We are probably going to highlight stuff as we go through the fall. Mostly exercise equipment or stuff that Rachel uses in her workouts. There'll be accompanying Amazon links. Nobody's saying that you got to shop using them. Again, just like subscribing to the Minion, it helps the channel. We now have lighting. I tried using the camera, but we actually now have.
Can you take it off? Oh, you're.
We can show it.
Oh, that's.
So we
I
actually
didn't know
have-
you could just take it up off there.
Yes, we now have lighting, which I can make really bright and blind us. Oh my God. That was at 75%. I normally have it at 5%. 5% was just enough. That was right.
They saw several layers down under my skin.
Oh my God, it was like an X-ray. I can't believe how bright it was.
No.
I've got a nice tan from it though. But
Yeah, this is on the softest one for me.
yeah. Listen, I want to thank everybody who has been here for the live stream. You've all been great. Like I said, we're hoping that next week we have Michael Hovermill as our special guest. We've had interest from other people to be on Saturdays, like Alice was recently on. It's great having
So
guests
awesome.
because it adds an extra voice, it adds an extra layer to the knowledge that this is a community. Okay, and that you're not walking this path by yourself, and you've got others with you. Yeah, everybody's willing to lend a hand, give advice, give support. Sometimes all you got to do is ask. All you got to do is find it.
And that during substance, like
Oh yeah, that's right. Another thing,
Addictions Awareness Month,
which is September.
I think it is September. I will probably do a overdose reversal Gamers Health, because we have had people talk about folks that they knew that have passed away due to this. So just, I thought I would show how the medicine works, how to spot an overdose, and what to do.
I'll likely be the test dummy. Licking in nostrils.
Yeah, so that this way you can see what it is, see what it's like, and be able to, help folks be able to get their hands on it.
So
It's like, it's sort of like a first aid kit in anybody's home, having that as part of it
right.
is a really good thing.
It might not be anybody in your family that will ever need it.
Yeah.
It could be a neighbor.
Yeah.
It could be a
It could be
relative.
a family member too,
It could be. You
it
don't
could
know.
be anybody. Accidents happen,
Right.
we forget taking doses of medication, or, we don't all react to things the same way.
Right.
So
yes, Alice, thank you. Have a great night yourself.
thank you.
Everybody else, thank you again. Thank you to Shannon.
Yeah, thanks, Shannon.
Look at that smile. How could you ever give that kid a failing grade? You see that smile, you go, oh!
I'd be like, she just gets to pass.
I'd say that's at least a B. Did you do any homework? Once? All right. B plus. Well, we can do that for you. Thank you, Shadow.
Thank you.
As always, folks, we are in the midst of the endemic. What does it mean? It means not going away. It's here to stay. Adjust accordingly. Use your common sense. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well. We will be back again next week. Again, cross your fingers. Another special guest. We had a special guest this week. We like our special guests.
Yeah.
By the way, Shannon says, Shannon, thank you. You know you have a fan base.
Aw.
Look at that.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you your own chair. We have to have Gamers Health shirts made up. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
All right. On that note, folks, thank you all,
And
thank
take
you
good
much.
care.